Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Harsh Patel. I'm an actor, filmmaker, presenter. I'm here to introduce the Tim and Gendle's Weekend podcast. It's a 20-minute audio ramble between two best mates as they talk about their weekend shenanigans. Enjoy.
Yay!
Oh, like a pro.
That sounded so insincere, didn't it?
No, not at all. I believed it.
It was a bit insincere because I do have a bone to pick with you.
Go on.
How many episodes in are we?
9.
9.
Episode 9.
It's taken you 9 episodes to ask me to introduce this. I was like, oh, they're gonna ask me after the first week, surely. No, listen to the second week. No, listen to the third week. Oh, okay, 9 weeks later. Great.
I'm pretty
I thought
sure.
you were my best friends.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to you after a couple of weeks, but then every time I said, "Oh, Hershey's will record one," Tim was like, "I've got someone this week. I've got someone this week." You just got bumped back.
I'm in
Tim's
charge.
bumping me.
I'm in charge of this whole show. All right, this is my show. No, actually, there is a method behind the madness. We were waiting until we had some really good followers. We were waiting until we had followers in the hundreds, and then we could finally unleash Hershey Patel on them. So
we didn't want to ask you. We didn't want to ask you in case you said how many people are listening. We were like, oh, in the tens.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't have even thought that because you two are my good friends. And
stop it.
I will be your only listener and do your intro. That's how dedicated to the cause I am.
So
Thanks,
come on
Hersh.
then. What did you do this weekend? Did you do anything cool?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
God. What did I do? I tidied the house.
Did
That
you?
was really fun. I loved it. Yeah, I sent Jono out on a bike ride and told him he's not allowed to come home for at least 4 to 6 hours. and he honoured that.
Did he?
So I did that, and then because I was working all last week, I do a weekly sketch on my YouTube channel, Hershey Patel, by the way.
Good, nice. Put links to that in the show notes, of course. Don't you worry.
Yeah, links in the show. You guys were in last week's.
Yeah.
We
One of the
talked.
best
We mentioned it. We mentioned
You
it.
did, yeah.
I'm not sure if you had
whose
an
performance
influx
was
of
better?
views. Oh yeah, we did mention this, didn't we?
Yeah, whose performance was... Well, the thing is, Tim, yours was really good, but Gendle obviously had more of a kind of active role in it, and he was quite funny in the outside bit, you have to admit.
I didn't watch past me.
Yeah.
Well, you should, mate. Well, I wouldn't because you'd see some
Great
acting putting you to shame.
Yeah.
Wow. No,
It was
it's
a
very
shame.
good, really good. How's it going? The whole the thing is, YouTubers when they smash out all these videos, they're doing it literally in their bedrooms, and they do it every week, and it's very much the same. But you've taken on a completely different undertaking. You're bringing your filmmaking background, from your years being a director. You're creating like 20-minute bespoke, different content from various locations across the UK every week. I mean, how are you finding doing all that work?
Yeah, it's quite hard. I mean, it's not 20 minutes, but it is generally, it can be a bit full on. So what I'm doing, like this week I couldn't do it, so I just wanged up a cooking video, stuck my iPhone up, did a quick recipe, and just threw that up. I think the idea with this is I'm going to be consistent, but if I can't do a sketch every week, then I'll just like do something really narcissistic, like answer questions about myself or do a
Nice.
cooking video.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's not the usual YouTube format. Do you know what is really interesting is YouTube audiences, they will just pick up on anything. So you've spent, obviously made basically a short film, and someone will be like, oh, at 0.39, you missed a frame that wasn't colour graded, in the next frame the same. Like,
Oh my
stuff like that.
goodness.
People will be like so pernickety. And you're like, mate, you try and do this in one day with just one filmer.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you
it's
are
not.
Unbelievable.
You are doing some pretty big projects in a week. Oh, the reason you didn't do a big one this week and you did the cooking one, are we allowed to mention about last week's little film or not? Because I came and helped you for a day, didn't I?
You did, yeah. We
Other
can
little project.
talk about it. We can't just say too much. It was a short
Okay,
film.
well, you explain. I basically came and helped you on Wednesday, didn't I? And did a bit
Yeah.
of behind the scenes. I did a bit of lighting, bit of grip work, a bit of camera assisting, bit of everything. It was really fun. But
You're
go on,
really
explain.
good.
I loved it. I liked it, but
I
you
could
were
feel
properly
you-
acting.
I was probably acting, yeah. It was like, so I've been acting only a couple of years now, so I haven't done that many kind of acting roles outside of what I do. So this is one of my most exciting ones. It was a 5-day shoot, outside mostly, some of it in a cemetery, and it's me and another character, and stuff happens. That's all I can really say. But it'll be coming out in the next, hopefully, couple months, going to all the short film festivals, doing the rounds and everything, so...
Wicked. So we're going to be able to see it then. It will like hit the screens.
It will. Hopefully, it will be accepted into short film festivals, where then it will hit the screens. And maybe the directors, Dave and Lou Elsey, will do a screening, which you'll
Cool.
both be invited to.
Good.
Yeah,
Sweet.
so that was really fun. But I could see you, Gendle, because you're such a natural director, and you're so good at
sorry,
it as well.
I'll stop you there. You said natural. I think you meant annoying. You meant
I
annoying.
can see him being like
Yeah.
wanting to like.
When
"Who's
I
there?
when
Who's
I
there?"
found out that Gendle was going onto a film set that his two of his mates, well, one was acting, the other one was filming it, and I found out he was going just to help out. I was like,
Yeah.
mate, how are you going to stay quiet on that film set and not go, no, you need to move the camera around and put the light the other side. And
Honestly,
where's the
I don't
reverse?
sound like
Where's
that.
the reverse shot? Where's
No,
the
I don't.
reverse shot?
No, I didn't
Honestly,
do that. I
I
thought
knew
I was very good, wasn't I? I was very
No, I
restrained.
know,
Hirsch,
I'm
I
just
thought.
kidding.
You were actually really, because I was like, is he going to even have a good time being like, an assistant? Because you're obviously usually doing it yourself. But I just thought you were really good. I thought it looked like you were watching what they were doing and kind of taking it in. And then because you did suggest a few things, but I think it was
I subtly did. I subtly
Yeah.
did, but not. Yeah, I was kind of trying to be good most of the time. But also, I was enjoying the teamwork of it. And just doing
that's
bits
what
of
I loved
everything,
about
and it was
Yeah.
nice to work as a crew again, as opposed to
Yeah.
just sitting
On
at
your
your
own.
computer or doing something completely on your
Yeah.
own. Yeah, it was really fun. So
Has
thanks
it
for having me.
inspired you? Did it inspire you to want to do? What did it inspire you to want to do?
Oh, I don't know, bit of everything. It
I mean,
definitely
we're
made
trying
me
to,
wanna
we're
go-
trying to grow this podcast, Gend.
Yeah. Well, hey, this is all just. Well, obviously, my first priority is the podcast, Hirsch, right now.
Yeah.
That goes without saying. But it did make me want to make a short film. Do you know what? And watching you act
Unbelievable.
made me kind of want to have a bit of a crack at acting a bit more as well.
Oh,
I don't know,
he did come back last week and say that last week. He said that he
Yeah,
wants to be the next Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I use those words, but if that's
It
what
was
you,
something like
if that's
that.
how you
Ryan
took
Gosling. You said Ryan Gosling, was it?
it, either will do. But no, I don't know. Yeah, it'd be nice to make some films. We should do some more.
Yeah. Let's do one where we're doing a dramatic scene together.
Okay. Really push my limits.
Yeah, and mine.
Sounds good. All right, Timo.
Feeling a bit left out of this.
Mate, you
conversation
guys talking
now.
about going away together and doing dramatic scenes. That's enough for me. Hersha, thank you so much
Sorry.
for coming on the podcast.
I've
Thanks,
outstayed
Hirsch.
my welcome.
No, you
Yeah,
haven't.
that was
Really
good.
long intro.
That was
You've
really
just-
good.
You've just used
I
up all
can't
of
wait
our
to
20
listen.
minutes.
Yeah, we'll have to start the clock now after you've
One
gone.
thing I'm going to say, my final thing.
Go on.
20 minutes, bin it. Make it longer. I'm always bereft when it finishes too early.
Treat them mean, keep them keen, mate. That's what
Okay,
we do.
alright. Whatever.
We'll
Well, it's
see.
going to be
We'll see
longer this week, thanks to
Yeah.
you. So, mission
No, we love
accomplished.
Cool.
Hirsch, we love you
Alright, Love
loads.
you guys.
Cheers, Hirsch.
Take care,
Talk to you
bye-bye,
soon.
bye.
Bye. Yeah. Good.
Right then. I can hear Hirsch. Let me stop her. Okay. Shall we start the clock?
Yeah, we're going straight in. Yeah, let's go for it.
Are you starting the clock or am I starting the clock? I'll start the clock. I've
Go
got
on
it
then.
right here. I've got it on the shortcut, haven't I? On the old phone. Go!
All right.
What's cracking, bro?
Not a lot. Monday, innit? Got up and did my boot camp this morning. I've been doing recently.
Is this the one that you did for 12 weeks but gained weight?
No.
I thought
Well,
it was,
no.
and you had to like go and chat to Sergeant general and tell him that you
No,
apologise
Ollie,
for
I've
gaining
got to
weight?
give a shout out. No, because I've got to give a shout out to Train with Ollie Johns, who's actually, he's been brilliant. Like the second lockdown, he's been doing these things called toot camps, and they're on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This is the last week this week, but basically it's a free boot camp, and I've been doing it every morning those days at 7:30.
Yeah.
They're really good, really good. But yeah, at one point I did get on a plan that he set me, and I thought I'd lost weight, and then when I weighed myself, I had to report back that I'd put on weight. But he's really good. Ollie's really good, and he's got a good energy. He's kind of like Joe Wicks, but way more handsome. He looks like Tom Cruise doing
Christ.
Joe Wicks.
Do you know what? My wife would be into that because I think she fell in a little bit of love with Joe Wicks, if I'm honest. Because he's
Really?
not that good looking, actually. But I think it's his personality and the fact he's fit and he's kind of got like renegade hair that you kind of can't help but fancy him and like him. But yeah, he probably got to wife. She had proper depression when he finished.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder how he felt. I bet he did as well. After he finished the
because he wasn't getting that like ego kind of daily ego stroke.
But he deserved a break, really, I reckon.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Anyway, that's weird. We started straight with Monday morning. That's what I did this morning. We should probably start with Friday. Go on, you go. What happened Friday?
What did we do Friday? I don't think I've written anything down for Friday.
Well, Brewdog, Open
Oh,
Arms.
we did. Yeah, Brewdog Open Arms. Katie Tunstall we had on, didn't we?
Yeah, she was really
well
nice.
Good. She was really nice and really good. We've had a lot of artists come in, bands and performers and stuff, but you get amazing bands whose sound let them down, so they actually overplay too loud for the system, and their computer speakers and microphone can't handle it, and it just goes and like you just can't hear a word they're saying. Then you get the other guys that sound absolutely brilliant, but they've got all of the charisma of a rocking horse. But Katie Tunstall had it perfect, didn't she? She was not only brilliant and charismatic, and the songs were insanely good, but she sounded absolutely crystal clear. So it was
And she was doing it from LA, so it added a bit of pizzazz.
Yeah,
it was 10 in the morning, and she got up especially to do it. So that was quite good.
That was good.
That was a really good gig. That was nice.
Can I also address not the? It's kind of a bit of an elephant in the room, but also I noticed on Friday that not just our mothers. I mean, obviously your mom was on last week anyway. She's been listening, but now our mother-in-laws now follow us on socials and listen to the podcast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time. Camilla's mom loves the podcast. I've heard.
I know.
So, but that's great, man. Well, that's good.
Is it?
Yeah. What do you think
can't
it makes us
swear.
uncool?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a bit. I don't swear on these things anyway. But you feel free, man. Just
No
be
way, I'll
yourself.
get
That's
told
what it's all
off.
about.
I swore on Facebook once. I did a rant on Facebook years ago. I can't even remember what it's for. And my dad phoned me up and he was like, I've seen what you've put on Facebook. Your mother's read it. She's not very happy. Take it off.
Well, now I want to know what it was. What
And that was
word
it.
was it?
That was the F-bomb.
Oh.
Yeah.
When I was really young, did I ever tell you about when I was dream swearing?
No.
Like I was my mum came. I must have been really young. My mum came in the morning after and went, "You woke me up last night." I used to sleep talk a lot when I was a kid, but I was sleep swearing, and she went, "Some of the words coming out of your mouth." And I was like, "What? What was I saying?" She was like, "I'm not going to repeat them."
Oh my God.
So I must have been like effing and jeffing away in my sleep.
How old were you?
And she's never told me what it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, 12 or something. I don't know, maybe a bit older. God knows. But I must have woken up. I must have been swearing in my sleep. Really want to know. I'm gonna have to ask her that. She probably can't remember, but I'm gonna ask her next time I see her.
We watched Home Alone 2 yesterday, and not as good as 1, obviously. But at the end, what's his brother's name? You know, with the flat top spike and he's...
Oh, God. Buzz. No?
Buzz. Yeah. At the end, Buzz is doing like a sentimental piece to the family around the Christmas tree, and he says, I think we should let Kevin open the first present because he's provided all these presents, blah, blah, blah. And he's doing this, and everyone's like, oh, amazing. He's like, right, enough of this soppy stuff, right? And he like holds himself back from swearing. Yeah. But Lila burst out laughing. And I looked at her and I was like, well, hang on, how do you know? Why are you laughing at that? And she obviously knows. I mean, she's 11. She's going to know swear words, but she doesn't swear in front of us.
No,
But
I don't think she probably wouldn't say it. I can't imagine Lila swearing, but I mean, who knows on the playground?
Yeah. I was ill Saturday.
Yeah, what was wrong with you? Because you literally just said, you texted me, because I wanted you to record a bit of voiceover for this promo thing we were doing, and you said, I'm ill. You just wrote that. I think that's all you wrote, did you?
Just had no energy. Felt like really down and low and just a bit like Sad Sack. Do you know Sad Sack from the Raggy Dolls?
Yeah.
Felt like him. And just a bit like meh.
Yeah, I was tired on Saturday because the end of last week we had done quite a lot of online stuff, hadn't we? A lot of shows.
I suppose,
it would all kind of like added up to the end of the week, and by Saturday morning, I know what you mean. I felt a bit run down, but I had like I said last week, I don't get ill, mate. So I just I smashed two Baroccas, and then I was all right.
Did you? Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong.
I'm going to get so ill, aren't I, soon? It's coming.
Mate, you're going to get a proper dose of COVID or something to really wipe you out. Giving it the big one. Hey, did go and buy a Christmas tree, though. Managed to
do it?
Make like Beyonce and woman up and get out there, didn't I?
Nice. Where did you go?
Buzzards Valley, round the corner from my house. It's a local place. It's quite a good deal. Well, it's not... I mean, they're fairly cheap. I think it was 35 quid for the tree. And then we always pay £5 to charity. It's like St Giles Hospice in our area do a £5 Christmas tree collection in January. So you pay £5 and they'll come and pick up your tree for you. The £5 goes to charity. They then mulch the trees and sell the mulch. So it's a bit of a double whammy for charity. So that's good.
Oh, that's really good.
So 40 quid all in for a tree. Got it up already.
That's a really good price.
It's big, classic thing. So Lucy... My wife Lucy, you know Lucy obviously. Hi everyone if you don't know who Lucy is. Whatever she wants, whether it's clothes, a carpet, a car, a sandwich, a poster, they haven't made it yet. They don't actually make it. So it'll be like, I really like that picture, but it'd be nice if the border was 3 inches wider. Or, and it transcends in everything that she ever buys. So we go Christmas tree shopping and it's quite a laborious task. And so we look at the Christmas tree and she goes, I really like it, but can you see the branch third one down on the left? If that was a bit longer. And you have to go, and like, I have to get the guy to come round with us and do it, because if he doesn't, it will end in our divorce. So, like, it'll let the whole thing, so I have to get him to come round to just be the peacekeeper. And I get him to hold them all up, and I stand back and go, I love it. What do you think? And Lucy will go, it's nice, but is the middle a bit too thin? And then she keeps going. But actually, she picked a really nice one. Got it home. Guy wrapped it up, put it through the thing. You know, the sock, the net sock,
the sausage thing,
the sausage thing.
Machine. Yeah.
Got it home, whacked it in the stand, put it up, Stanley knife up it, and then of course, boom, the whole thing opens, and it's massive.
Yeah,
it's
they always look bigger when you get them back.
Oh, they don't half. So we had to trim it down. We had to take the shears to it in the front room and trim it in the front room.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
You always do. They're always bigger. We had a phase.
You essentially, sorry, I was just going to say, you pay the £5 extra because actually the 6 foot and below, they're only 30 quid. Then the next one's 35. Then, they go up in £5. And you end up cutting off the £5 extra that you've paid for. Yeah. Sorry, mate, you were saying.
No, I'm going to say, like, you're right. You've got to think smaller. But we had a fate, like, so Jono, our good friend Jono, who's actually Hirsch's husband, to anyone who doesn't know, but probably a few people, when Jono and Hershey used to live here with me, every year me and Jono would go and get a Christmas tree, and we had a bit of a Christmas tradition that we would grab the first one and go. The first one we ever went. I held one out, and I went, is that okay? And he went, yeah, okay, we'll get that one then. And we got the first one, and we did it in about, we literally went and did it in about 10 minutes. So the next year I went, remember last year when we just picked the first one? Should we do that again? So we went the next year and we did exactly the same and just picked the first one. It's a good tradition. And it was like our little in-joke of like giggling of like, oh, we picked the first one. And I'm pretty sure, I think me and Camilla did that last year. I went, me and Jono used to do this thing where we picked the first one. Should we pick the first one? So I think we did it last year. It's the best way. You can't overthink it. Just get it. It'll look the same once all the stuff's on anyway.
Mate, once the cats run up the middle and pulled the whole bloody thing down on the floor and the baubles have smashed and... Or I should say the kids. It's the kids in my house, never mind the cat.
Yeah.
But, yeah. They've literally already eaten all the candy canes off it. It's not even been up 2 days.
Really?
All the candy canes done. And they sneak them when you're not there as well.
Everyone's going in early this year. Like I have always said, I'm never getting a Christmas tree before December starts. And then at the start of the weekend on Saturday, we went, we could get a Christmas tree this weekend because we didn't have anything planned. And then neither of us mentioned it again for the rest of the weekend. Like I remembered on Sunday, and I was like, I really don't want to go get one today. It's too early for me. I'm going to give it another week. And I think Camilla maybe felt the same and couldn't be bothered. So we've got next week. Next weekend.
Week. You've got plenty of time, haven't you? Plenty of time.
Yeah.
What would you do? Anything else Saturday then?
Saturday, not really. I watched the Little Mix Searching with Little Mix show. Got a little bit sucked into that. It's the new talent show where Little Mix find a new band to support them. It's really
the TV
good.
Show aimed at 12-year-old kids, yeah?
Well, mate, it sucks you in, I'll tell you what.
I bet it does.
But something really annoyed me after watching a few, because I was like, you know how I think titles of shows are really important? And it's called Searching with Little Mix or Little Mix The Searching.
Called Little Mix The Search.
The Search. Okay, fine name. But in this show, they are picking and mixing people up to make a band. Why isn't it called Little Mix Pick and Mix? or Pick and Mix with Little Mix. It should be like, how can they not? I'm sure I'm not the first person to have said that.
I can't be the only person that's thought that.
Like, as soon as I got that in my head after like 2 episodes, I was like, it really annoyed me how much that is a better title, and it does exactly what they're doing. They're picking people, they're mixing them up, they're making a band. Pick and mix. It's just an absolute. But I don't know how they didn't think of that. But I love the show. It was good. It does it makes you like Little Mix more. I've got a newfound respect for them. Thought they were good. And,
go on then. Here's one for you before we go to the listener stories. What are their names?
Oh, this is
if you love them so much.
Oh my God, this is it, because I had to ask. Because that was my other gripe. My other gripe about the show. In the title sequence,
they don't introduce them.
They flash their faces up one at a time, but they don't put their names. They should put their names there for people who don't know. And people, and Camilla was like, everyone knows names a little bit. Like and I was like, I don't know. Okay, Perry is one. Perry.
Hang on.
Leanne.
Oh.
Is one called Leanne? No, wait.
Hang on.
Maybe
hang
not
on.
Leanne.
I'm going to Google it. Hang on. Hang on. I'm going to Google it.
Wait. Oh, God.
What did you say, Leanne?
Jesse. Yes.
Yeah, I'll give you Jesse. I'll give you Perry. And did you say Leanne?
And
Leanne?
Leanne.
Correct.
Yeah. There's one more. Oh, God. I should know. I can't remember.
Come on, Gent.
Wait.
No, you got 10 seconds.
Perry.
Jesse, Leanne, Perry, and...
No. Give me the first letter. Letter. Jolene?
It's Jade.
Jade, that's it. Oh! I think Jade was my favourite as well.
She really left a mark, didn't she?
Yeah. No, but they're great. They're really great. That was fun. I'd recommend it to anyone.
Let's find out what our listeners have been doing, shall we?
Yeah, go on. Go for it.
Right then. First one comes in from a girl called Hattie.
Hey, Tim and Gent. I hope you both had great weekends. I thought I'd just drop you guys a message to let you know what I've been up to. So I started a lockdown project. I bought
Started a lockdown project. Did you like that?
Yeah, great.
Believe it or not, mine and Gendle's very first, or our email addresses, are lockdown projects.
Well, that was our production company.
It's our production company. It's quite funny, that. Lockdown projects. Anyway, let's get back to Hattie.
So I started a lockdown project. I bought a Mercedes Sprinter and I'm currently converting it into a camper van to live and work in. And this weekend I've been creating some overhead storage, very exciting. I've been building shelves and cabinets that go above the kitchen and the bed. And so, yeah, it was a pretty productive weekend. And next job will be the plumbing, which I have to say is pretty terrifying. And Gent, I know you've been redoing your bathroom, so if you've got any plumbing tips, then I'd love to hear them.
Any plumbing tips for Hattie, Gent?
Good message. Do you know what? The plumbing wise, I've gone way off the boil with that. I haven't done anything with that for a while.
Didn't do your taps in the end?
No, I've actually had the guy hassling me this morning with an email asking about what we want to order from him for his. So yeah, I need to get back on it. So sorry, Hattie, I haven't got any tips other than stay on top of it. Unlike me.
Incidentally, I went through the same kind of dream of converting a Sprinter van, and I ended up finding Hattie. Hattie's a snowboarder anyway, and she's actually going to Morsey. But if you want a nice story to follow on Instagram, follow the building of Hattie's camper van. She is. Let me find the. Of course,
I'm going to do that.
Document. It's at the Camper Creative on Instagram.
All right.
Of course, the link will be in the show notes, so you can go and have a look and follow Hattie and follow the build on this amazing little Sprinter van that she's doing. I will say, though, she likes to do a lot of the heavy-duty tool work with her hair untied at the back in a ponytail. So it does actually give you the heebie-jeebies when she's using a 3,000 RPM drill and her blonde hair is dangling precariously close to the spinning chuck as she's doing it.
Adds an edge to it.
But yeah, there we go. So that's Hattie. Thanks, Hattie, for that. And then this little gem has come in from Luke Robinson in Birmingham. Have a listen to this.
So I've had a brilliant week, lads. I spent the day on Wednesday filming at Villa Park for the BBC, and it was aired on Football Focus on Saturday. So all I've done all weekend is watch myself in my living room on the TV about 100 times. Keep up the good work, lads.
I love how shamelessly he's like, instead of like, yeah, I was on Football Focus, so that was cool. He's like, I've watched it 100 times, watching myself. Nice, fair enough, man. Football Focus, big time.
Mate, big time. Luke actually is my hairdresser. When I moved back to the Midlands, I went and had my hair cut from this super rad dude. Tattoos, cool haircuts. And he's cut my hair. He's a massive Villa fan, and we just used to sit there in the chair and chat about Christian Benteke when Villa first bought him. And he's now got his own little podcast. That's called Up the Villa Podcast. Again, links in the show notes. But if you are a football fan and you want to follow Luke, he's just a very good dude and he's very personable. And it was wicked to see him on Football Focus. He only started his podcast a few weeks ago. Well, start of the season. And really nice that the BBC got him on.
So what was it? Was it about his podcast then?
No, it was about fans, football fans, and how they've all been dealing. And he was the kind of Birmingham contingent. So they went to him to chat about, how he's been coping with lack of football and stuff. But
wicked. That's good.
So there we go. As ever, if you've had a good weekend, if you've got a nice little story, if you've done something fun, something that's a little bit different, get in touch with me and Gendle. We are at Tim_and_Gendle. Find us on Instagram and submit your little weekend stories. We'd love to hear from you.
We did have a couple more. We had a couple more messages in the DMs of people just. I think you put a poll up saying, "What have you done?"
We absolutely did, and I completely forgot about that.
No,
let's do a few. Let's do a few.
I mean, there's only a couple really. They've got Alia Achad. Not sure how you say that. She just put eating.
Oh.
That's all she's been doing. Darren North said, I've been playing with the camera on my iPhone Pro Max. Show off.
Posh.
Yeah. And Sticks81, I retrieved a letter M sticker from my son's nose. According to his sister, he put it up there 2 weeks ago.
Oh my goodness.
So a letter M sticker.
What is that? A sticker up his nose for 2 weeks?
For 2 weeks.
Oh, from his son's nose.
Yeah, from his son's nose. Wow. It must have just been like clogging him up and he's pulled it out probably with a chopstick or something. Wow.
Reese Owen 25 says, rehearsing Xmas show at Legoland.
Oh, nice.
Guess he works at Legoland. Wonder if he's an elf, Christmas elf. Who knows?
Oh,
All right.
break a Lego.
Don't, mate.
You didn't want to laugh at that. And now you're
I
laughing.
tried really hard not to laugh. And it was actually good for you. Right then, Sunday.
Sunday. What? Yeah, I really didn't do much this weekend. I went for a run. Did a run. Did a little.
You did a run.
Did a run.
That leads quite nicely into a little something that happened to me about running on.
Go on then, because
Sunday
that's pretty
morning.
much my extent of my story. I did a run that end off. Did 5k though. I'll just drop in the
Well
figure.
done, mate. Doesn't it hurt your knees being like?
Do you know what?
old and-
It absolutely killed my flipping calves are killing this morning. It's always the day after, isn't it? You do a run and you think that was easy or fine, and then the next day that's when it gets you.
Did
So
you
a bit
warm
stiff.
down though? Did you have any protein shakes or any of that? But I bet you just ran straight in and sat down, didn't you? Watch the telly.
Just watched a little bit of Little Mix, yeah.
Another bit. Have you done the whole season?
I haven't, but Camilla did finish it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't finish it all.
Do they get their selection box finished and picked?
Well, they do, but I mean, I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Yeah, don't. Queen's
then, what's
Gambit.
your-
I finished Queen's Gambit.
Oh,
Brilliant.
so good. So
Brilliant bit of
good.
television. Get that on Netflix. Good recommendo, Gendo. Promise I'll
Recommendo,
never say that
Gendo.
again. I promise I'll never say that
No,
again.
I think that could be a catchphrase.
Mate, that could be a
every
feature of the
week.
show.
Good recommendo. Good recommendo.
Time for
Gendo.
Gendo's recommendo.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, Sunday, you ran. I took Lila to her singing lesson. Got put off on Saturday morning, so I had to go Sunday morning. And I dropped her off, then I went round the corner. So I've got my little routine now where I drop Lila off and then I drive around. They've got an M&S at this garage on the corner. Very easy to drive in, park up, sit there, have your coffee. Really nice. Good flat white in there. I think I said that before. Anyway, walked in there, got Lila a drink, got her a little Twix, got me a coffee, and I'm standing there. And the woman goes, "Have you got any fuel?" And I went, "Oh yeah, number 4." And she was like, "Yeah, blah, blah, blah." She went, If you choose something to eat with this, you get the meal deal, so you get anything else for 50p. And I was like, "Oh." And she went, "Yeah." So I'm already conscious that there's a load of people behind me in the queue. So I walk over and I go, "Oh," and I start looking. She's like, "You can have a bacon sandwich, you can have there's a sausage roll, blah, blah, blah." And I'm looking, I'm like, "Oh, I don't really want that. I'm trying to be good and not eat meat." So I'm like looking, I'm like, "Oh, okay, and then I can eat." And then she turns to the people behind me and she's like, "Just a minute, I'll be with you in a minute." I was like, "Oh, great, I'm holding on." So in my panic, I just went, "I'll have the cheese and onion slice pasty thing." It's like 20 to 10 or something in the morning. I don't really want to be eating a hot cheese and onion pasty, but I think, what the hell? So I get it, and she walks over, brings it back. She's like, "Oh, that's not in the meal deal." That's not in the meal deal. She's like, "They're £2.09. I was like, "Oh God, well, it's fine." And because there's a big queue, I don't want to put it back, and so I'll buy it anyway. Not 50p, not in the deal. So then I sat down, drove up, parked up, had my coffee, had my cheese and onion slice, and I start eating it, and I'm feeling really guilty that I'm eating this 10,000 calorie cheese and onion slice at 9:45 in the morning, just as Aldridge Running Club come running right past the bonnet of my car. And I'm not joking, not one, every single runner looked at me. There were about 25 runners in this running group, and they all looked at me. It was as though the first one ran past, saw me, and went, "Look at the fat guy eating a cheese slice behind us."
Not even 11 o'clock, guys.
Yeah, and he's on the cheese. "We're running. We're good," and he's eating it. So there you go. So then I sat there and ate it. And then I ate, because I bought Lila the Maxi Twix with 2 in. I didn't want her to eat all of it, because I don't want her to get fat. So then I ate the other half of the Twix. So
Flipping
Yeah.
it, mate.
sat there, full fat, flat white, cheese and onion slice, and half of a Maxi Twix.
Yeah, all before 11. That's,
Yeah.
yeah, that'll slow you down for Sunday afternoon, won't it?
Mate,
A
you are
cheese
not
slice
wrong.
at that time.
Oh, mate.
Is
there
that
you
it? Time.
go. 20 minutes over.
Well, what would you rank your weekend out of 10? We didn't do that at the start, did we?
Oh, okay, let's rank it. I'm going to go this weekend. Well, ill on the Saturday, but Sunday picked up. Decorate the tree Sunday when I bought some more lights for it. I'm going to give myself a solid 6.7.
That's good. That's good.
What are you going for?
I didn't do much, but it was what I was after because I was quite tired. So I'm going to give it a 6 as well.
Okay.
It wasn't action packed, but it was enjoyable. So decent.
Decent, mate. All right.
Nice.
I'll speak to you in the next day or so, of course. Thank you so much for listening, giving us your time and listening to our podcast. You know the drill, don't you? If you enjoy it, if you've perhaps had your ribs tickled at any point, we'd love a little review. Just whack it over on the... If you're holding an iPhone in your hand, just navigate to the...
Could do it now in 30 seconds, couldn't
Literally.
they? 30 seconds, and think how nice that'd make us feel.
I mean, you could make us both feel nice and defend Gendle at the same time by saying, great
could.
podcast, Tim's a bit funnier, maybe.
Yeah, you could.
Do.
It's still a review. We'll take
All right.
anything.
And also, just tell your friends. Maybe give us a share as well. That's always nice. We're going to leave you to that. Enough of the badgering. Thanks a lot for listening. And we'll see you next week. Have a good week.
Guys. See ya. Bye.